the Dolla Dolla Bets podcast, your home to free money sports betting.
All right, we've reached September, one of the best sports months of the year. NFL is back. Bobby Betts is back. We've got Curtis back. We've got Debo back, who Debo seems to be in better form today. We're about worried about him as his last couple pods, but I think he's ready for some good picks. He's got his Niners gear, which should be around for, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks before it goes back into hiding for another couple years. Although last year, as we were saying, Purdy, the over in rushing yards, Debo got me a lot of money on that. So we'll see if that keeps going. So how's everybody doing today?
Fantastic. Monday, Labor Day's over. Summer's over, hopefully soon.
Yeah, well,
Desert heats.
People in Phoenix, summer's never over. It's still 100 until like
it's actually
November.
We had a couple storms, some monsoons and sandstorms, so hopefully it's going to be cool here. Cool meaning 96.
Yeah. 90s. All right, let's talk about some of the picks from last couple weeks. Curtis had some good fantasy picks. A couple baseball bets hit. I went, I think, 500 on my college football ones. State is not the team I thought they were. They are a fraud. Man, do they not? They look pretty poor. But Virginia, I know Debo followed that one. We made some money on that. Big game with Virginia this week playing against NC State, although I'm a little bit afraid of that game, but leaning towards Virginia. Bobby's happy because Anthony has an oblique injury for the Red Sox, so they might start to slide a little bit. Red Sox looked terrible yesterday. Worst possible time for an injury. So, and how about your Giants? Giants are all of a sudden starting to hit some runs.
Baseball.
Yeah.
12 out of the last 13 they've won.
Yeah.
Swept the Cubs, swept the Rockies. Rockies not something to write home about, but the Cubs, great team. Took 2 out of 3 from the Brewers. And then before that, this is 4 straight series wins. Know that from forgetting the other team, but
yeah, it's been Devers actually going off, pimping that home run a little bit, getting a little bit of trouble there in Colorado, making some more friends around the lake. But that was a pretty good home run.
It is good trouble. I like that for the team. I like it.
Yeah, they needed something to fire them up. So
yeah.
And yeah, the Rockies, I mean, come on. They're going to get mad about a home run. Like, how many of those have they given up this year?
Exactly. I mean,
all right. Well, let's get some picks. Oh, it is NFL opening night, except for, of course, they get a little lightning delay. But
start NFL, might as well. It's opening night. I'll do game pick first. So we got for tomorrow night's game at 5:00. It's Chiefs and Chargers, and right now I'm going to take the Chargers over the Chiefs because Chiefs don't have Rashee Rice, and that's a big hurt for, obviously Patrick Mahomes in terms of targets. And like I said in, one of our previous pods, Amarian Hampton, running back out of North Carolina for the Chargers, he's going to be a major factor because Jim Harbaugh likes to run the ball, and he found his running back to run the ball. So I'm going to take Chargers over Chiefs in that one.
I like it.
All right.
You'll get plus money too. Chiefs are obviously the favorites, or 3 or 3.5 point favorites. I just take them on the money line. I'm with you. I like that pick.
Like that one too. I'm going to throw one out there. I think it's a homer pick. Patriots going against the Raiders. 3.5 points, I think it was last time I saw it. Patriots are going to lay 3.5. I don't know. The Raiders look pretty bad preseason. I know preseason doesn't mean a whole lot, but Austin was not himself. He didn't look like the Boise State running back that we saw last year. I know he'll get there eventually, but NFL's different speed. In the NFL, linebackers are a lot faster. He'll take him a little bit of time. The Raiders always have issues at the quarterback position. They're going through those every 5 minutes. I don't know if you saw that interview with Stephon Diggs, but he looked like a different person. He came out humble. He was talking to the press. He seemed like he was not going to be the clubhouse cancer that he was in Buffalo and before. He might be ready to turn his. I mean, he had a good career before this, but to really do something with the Patriots and may need somebody to throw to. I'm going to go with the home team taking the Patriots in Foxborough at Gillette.
Love it.
I like that. I like that a lot because especially, a little shout out to Amari Cooper. He came back for a little bit and then he wants to retire. So I think that's another thing.
He'll probably
he might come back. But yeah, I think that the Patriots are going to do just fine especially with Travion Henderson as their running back now. That's going to be helpful a lot too.
Yeah, have somebody.
You already mentioned it earlier. It's one of my picks. Going to Brock Purdy over rushing yards. He hit this it was 12 or 13 straight weeks. We were just riding
easy last year.
Easy. And it got up to 20, 21 and a half. They finally caught on. And now it's right back down to 12 and a half. And he doesn't have the receiving core that he did last year, especially for week 1 and week 2. With Ayuk, Ayuk's going to come back around week 8, hopefully.
Hopefully,
Robinson is got the suspension for the DUI. His scrambling ability is underrated. 12 and a half yards. Are you kidding me? That's one.
That's one. Yes,
it'll hit in the first
right?
half. It'll hit in the first half, and it'll be a no sweat bet. Brock Purdy at 12 and a half. Give me that all day long.
Yeah, especially week 1 with all these player prop apps give you that free square anyway. So it's like free money right there. Just take the free square and then take Purdy and take that money. While we're doing player props, I'm going to take James Cook, plus 100 anytime TD. He's against the Ravens. Going to be a running game. I just see them every time Cook comes out early in the year and gets those touchdowns. So like that one. Had him on my fantasy team last year. Got him again this year. He's just a solid TD scorer. So 100 plus 100.
He led the league in touchdowns for a running back last year, right?
Yeah.
He had 20 something touchdowns. Yeah. He was a great fantasy player to have. That's for sure.
All right. Any other NFL game picks or player props?
I'm done with player props, but I do have NFL game picks. Got 2 more.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, I got a teaser. It's in one game. It's Pittsburgh Jets. I'm gonna tease Pittsburgh. They're at -2.5 right now. You tease Pittsburgh, you get them at +3.5. And then the under's at 37.5. Get that up to 43.
That's such a low number. That is a low number.
It's the Jets.
It's the Jets. And
it's
then
the
Rodgers.
Jets and Pittsburgh. Two really good defenses. And not great offenses. So, I mean, that's a low number, but I mean, I think the Jets D is top 5 probably in the league.
Yeah.
And then Pittsburgh, top 10 for sure. Give me, and then their offenses suck. So you tease Pittsburgh. This game's going to get won by a field goal, late game. I mean, I could see either team winning. I do lean Pittsburgh, obviously, but it'd be a Boswell field goal at the end. But I think Pittsburgh covers the +3.5 once you tease it, and give me the under on that. Tease.
Love it.
Yeah, one more. Going to
let's go.
That Sunday night game. Sunday night game could be the game of the year. Like week 1, we get Sunday night Bills Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Solid game.
And I'm just gonna take the Bills even money at home. These two teams are so good. It's a coin flip, but I'm gonna take the underdog. They're at home. Give me the underdog at home.
I'll take the Bills at home too.
Yeah, I think Allen's coming into the peak of his career. This is the year I think they're finally going to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's true.
Lamar didn't get married though.
That's true.
Got that extra Riz going.
Riz them up.
Mojo magic.
All right. I think we've got our football picks in there. Curtis has some fantasy ones. We'll go to fantasy a little bit. Bobby, you got MLB, or what do you got for us today?
Yeah, I've got a couple of baseball for you guys. I've got a baseball parlay. There's a couple games I like tomorrow. The Cubbies play at Wrigley Field, day game, Friday, always fun. You got Assad pitching. He's been throwing the ball really well against the Nationals, against Irvin. And if you parlay it with the Guardians, Gavin Williams is pitching against Seymour against the Rays. And Guardians are playing for a wild card spot, so are the Rays, so it's going to be a tough matchup. But I don't know if you guys know, but I love my home road splits. Gavin Williams on the home road splits, he had 3.2 ERA on the road versus 4.09 at home, and he's on the road. So I'm going to take Gavin Williams, Guardians, parlay with the Cubs. You get +205. It's a nice, juicy parlay. And I got a little fun if anyone's in the fantasy baseball playoffs. If you want a flyer, Brandon Sprout on the Mets. He's a rookie that's been dealing. He's pitching on Sunday, against the Reds. And his last 11 outings, he's pitched to a 2.44 ERA in AAA, one of their top prospects, Mets. So you pick him up. Little fantasy tidbit for you there.
Well, dude,
And
the Mets have a pitching staff all of a sudden. Like McLean,
yeah.
they're about to send Kodai Senga down to the minors.
Oh, yeah, man. Senga fell off like Sega Genesis did in 1996.
But I mean, that's how good their young pitchers are.
Yeah,
like
they got
McLean. McLean is killing it. I wish I would have picked him up like a month ago.
Damn.
But yeah, I like.
So that's what I got. So a little Friday parlay. You get some morning action. I'm actually also going to take the Guardians straight because they're plus 114, so the underdog dog of the day. So I'm going to do 2 parlay them. I'm going to take the Guardians straight as well. So Cubs, Guardians, and Guardians straight.
Guardians are one of those teams that just kind of every time I bet against them, they just surprise you. They put up some runs here and there. You know, they're not.
They do. They got Jose Ramirez.
J Ram, he's a statue in Cleveland, man. He just puts up solid numbers every year. You know what you're getting. Never had a bad year.
No, solid.
All right, let's move on to college football. Big weekend for college football, even though it's week 2. Technically week 3 if you count week 0, but week 2.
Can you tell Diplo to keep it down? Your dog over there, I can.
He's
freaking out. Hey, who's Diplo got the pick? It could be like that corgi that's on the stairs that's always hitting the ball onto things.
Diplo wants to hear. What's your pick, Diplo? Diplo says, "Go Yankees, go Yankees." Right.
I knew I didn't like
He's whining for his ball. I'm sorry, guys. He knows that he wants attention, and it's just
give him his ball.
It's under the
ball
couch.
Out of his hand, like a pitcher just gave up 5 runs, and the coach is coming out to take the ball out of his hand.
It's under the couch.
All right, back to college football. Couple rivalry games, still not in conference play yet, but we've got couple big rivalry games early. First one, the Cy-Hawk game. The Iowa State game, usually played later in the season, cold weather. It's always a low-scoring game, and Iowa's been, not scoring much lately. They're trying to turn their offense around, trying to become a throwing offense, which last weekend, 44 yards from passing for the Hawkeyes. I just don't see Iowa getting it done, even though they got a better line. Look for the tight ends to get a couple touchdowns for Iowa State. Iowa State's running game's pretty good, too. Taking Iowa State, they are giving 2.5. Spread is also 41 this year. Last year, the game was 39 points. That spread's going to be right on. I'm kind of afraid of that one, the over/under on that one.
Totally,
I wouldn't touch that one. But I do think Iowa State's going to come out and win this one. Taking Iowa State.
If you're taking Iowa State, I'm taking Iowa State.
Iowa State at home, rivalry game at home. That's going to be the difference in the game right there.
I'll blind follow you, Matt. Last year made me a lot of money.
That's number one.
Iowa State.
That's game number 1. Second rivalry game, the border war. Kansas Jayhawks headed to Columbia, Missouri. They haven't played this game in 12 years. It's been a long time because Mizzou fled and went to the SEC, and then there was a chance for them to play in a bowl game a couple years ago. Missouri decided to sit out when they weren't that good. They got a little scared. Charlie was saying to me at school in Lawrence, every M on campus is crossed out. Every building's got an M. There's tape across the M. Missouri Street, there's a big line through it. This is a big rivalry there. Goes back to pre-Civil War times, to the border war. It's a huge, huge game. If you look at the way the season started, Kansas beat up on Fresno State. Then Fresno State won week 2. So Fresno State isn't a joke of a team. They beat up on Wagner. Mizzou beat up on Central Arkansas, but their FCS team spread right now is Kansas minus 6.5. I'd buy that 0.5 point. Take Kansas getting a touchdown. I think you're guaranteed money there. I'd also sprinkle the money line. If you're going to do a player prop, I think Jalen Daniels throws for at least 2 touchdowns in that game. He's been great. Kansas quarterback.
Minus 6 or plus 6?
Kansas minus 6. Sorry, Kansas getting 6.5. Getting 6.5. So, yep, getting 6.5. So I like the Jayhawks, even though the game's in Missouri. It's going to be a close game. I think even if Kansas doesn't win this game, I think they're going to cover easily. So probably a field goal game either way. Next game, UCLA, UNLV. I don't know if you've watched either of those teams this year, but there is zero defense on either team. It has been brutal. Over 60 points in all games that they've played. UNLV's 2-0, but they're both garbage wins. Came from behind, but their defense gave up a ton. UCLA's coming off a loss, but as we all know, Nico is their quarterback. Nico is trying to figure out the offense in UCLA after leaving all that money back in Tennessee with Rocky Top playing in his head, thinking, what should I have done if he stayed there? But he left, think he's going to get more money. Now he's getting less money to play at UCLA. But the Bruins just have a better team. They got better line. Bruins are laying 2.5. I think that's easy money. I think that might be the best game on the board. Take the Bruins laying 2.5. The under is 55.5 over under. I think this game's going to easily hit the over. If you're really nervous, you could buy 6 points and get under 48. I mean, that's for minus 117. If you tease that game, that's
a little teaser. I love a teaser.
Good teaser play right there. So
never met a teaser.
You ever seen a teaser you didn't like?
I've never met a teaser I didn't like. No, I love all the teasers.
That's a good teaser bet. Those are my 3 college football picks for you.
Matt, with the Cyclone, the plus 2.5, do you say buy a half point on that or no, take them straight 2.5?
I mean, if you want, I'm taking
the 2.5
Iowa State with I'm going to lay the points.
Always with me, the 3, the field goal is always that magic number. So maybe
I'll buy them. It'll probably get to minus 130. If you
I might buy the half points, play it safe, but I always trust your judgment in college football.
Yeah, I would. I would watch the spread. I mean, it hasn't changed much yet, but that might that you might see 3 on this one. So, I'm sorry, you might see.
Yeah, you might see 3.
I think I looked at these yesterday. I don't know what the spread is now, and I shop around. I'm sure there's a couple different books that have, especially you in Arizona.
I got way better places to shop than you guys. So
I know,
I got FanDuel, Fanatics, Caesars,
DraftKings,
everything. DraftKings.
You got the Costco down there.
I got the smorgasbord of betting.
So you definitely have those options.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else have any football picks? Or we're going to go to fantasy stuff.
Can I point out something real quick? It was 24-20 at half on this Eagles game, right?
Mm-hmm.
24-20 at half.
Yeah.
The over-under is 48. What a bad beat if you had the over, because it's going to end 24-20. It's looking like not a point scored in the second half.
Yeah, I mean that's those lightning delays just kill everything.
If you had the over in this game, that's a bad beat. It was
you were already celebrating. You went to bed. Yeah. Those East Coast people who are non-Eagles fans, they're in bed right now. They're thinking, okay, wake up tomorrow like, what the hell happened?
Yep. It's rough.
All right, let's go to Curtis and get some of these expert fantasy picks that we got coming.
Let's hear it.
I'll start off with the offense. If you haven't heard of Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if you haven't done your draft as well.
Tried to draft him yesterday, and he was gone right before I saw him there. You put him in your queue, and then he's gone right before.
Godwin's out. Godwin's out this week, or what?
Well, he's probably going to be out for about a month. Okay. Yeah, the rookie out of Ohio State, he's in a prime position to be successful right out of the gates. Like you just mentioned, Godwin's out. Jalen McMillan's going to be out till October. Matt Miller's pro comp is Ladd McConkey, and I think he can even be better than Ladd. But even Baker Mayfield said Emeka is the real deal and can plug and play at any of the 3 wide receiver spots right now. So, like I said, if you haven't done your draft yet, go get Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's going to be a stud.
Especially if you have a PPR. If you have PPR, you're comparing him to Ladd McConkey. They just get receptions.
I'll give an honorable mention to Nick Chubb, lead running back for the Texans right now, with Mixon out for about a month. He looked pretty good in the preseason win over the Panthers. He got 5 carries, 25 yards, and caught a pass for 4 yards. So if you need a late round running back, he's worth a shot, I would say. Because when Chubb's healthy, he can be a beast, at least for the first couple of weeks, just to kind of get you going and everything.
I did get Nick Chubb. Would you start him this week?
I mean, I would say flex only. I wouldn't put him in running back 1 or running back 2 at this point. I would wait and see how he does in week 1 before, putting him in that 1 or 2 RB spot. And then I'll kind of switch over to baseball for fantasy tips. Shout out to Bobby. He stole one of my picks in terms of Brendan Sprout. So that was a good call out. Shout out and everything. The other one for Matt's Red Sox, Peyton Toole. If you guys haven't seen him or heard of him yet, he's a pretty solid lefty. Pitched really well on August 29th when he got called up. 5 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. He also pitched really well at AAA, 3.04 ERA, 0.99 WHIP, 133 Ks in 92 innings, and I think his next turn in the rotation is tomorrow against the Diamondbacks. So if you need a starting pitcher for tomorrow and probably the rest of the season, go get Peyton Toole, starting pitcher for the Red Sox. He's a baller.
Thank you, Sprout, not Sprout. Thanks for the correction. You never know these kids, these last names. You don't hear them, live. You just always butcher them. Wait for the announcers to tell me.
And then Sprout. If you need an infielder, Sal Stewart got called up for the Reds a couple days ago. 21-year-old rookie. He hit really well at AAA, 309 batting average, 20 homers, 17 stolen bases in just 118 games. He looks like he's going to get playing time all over the infield, second, third. Yeah, I think he even started first base the other day. So if you need an infielder, Sal Stewart for the Reds.
September call-ups.
Yep. So it's fun time baseball.
Great time. Great month for sports, like Matt said.
It is. It starts getting rolling. Basketball and hockey's about to start. Football's starting.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the prime sports. When's the equinox is coming soon, right? The sports equinox.
Yep, for sure.
October. I believe it's in October.
It is. Yeah. It had been a pretty
late October. Late October is.
Yeah.
I want to say. Yeah.
All right. Any other flyers? Anything you're gonna just throw some random money at? Small bets this weekend?
I have a couple for baseball for tomorrow. Dodgers, I'm going to take them over the Orioles. Tyler Glasnow pitching really well, going against Dean Kremer, who's pitched pretty well for the most part, but the Dodgers are great, Orioles are not, so I'm going to take the Dodgers over the Orioles on that one. I'll take Phillies over the Marlins. Christopher Sanchez has been an absolute stud all year, going up against Valente Veloso, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. But like I said, Phillies have been pretty solid all year. Marlins are still the Marlins, so I'll take Phillies over the Marlins on that one. And then Padres, I'll take over the Rockies. Nick Pivetta, another stud pitcher all year, going up against Kyle Freeland, who has not looked great this year. And the Rockies are just terrible in general, so I'll take the Padres over them. And then last one, as I mentioned earlier, I'll take Peyton Tolle, Red Sox over Diamondbacks, because the lefty looks like a stud, and they're going against Eduardo Rodriguez for the Diamondbacks, who's had a rough start this year, and I just feel like the Diamondbacks are not enough for the Red Sox tomorrow as well.
Hope so. I just hope so. I think that Anthony thing is just, like I said, that's going to hurt them so bad. Just the morale for that team. Everything is clicking. But,
much as I hate your Red Sox, and I never wish injuries upon anyone, especially stuff like that that's coming up. So that is tough, man. That is feeling on that.
All right, fellas. Any last ideas out there? Anything to share with the fans?
Let's take the Niners season long, over 10.5 wins. They have the easiest schedule.
Yep,
they do have an easy schedule.
Better take advantage of it.
The easiest schedule in the league. 10.5 wins. I mean, you can lose 6, go 11-6. I think that's very doable. Mm-hmm. The easiest schedule. So give me I think it's minus 120 or minus 125. It's a little juice. They're favored to do so. So 10.5 wins. I also have a side bet with one of my coworkers. Like, Niners ain't getting 10 wins, so I already got that. He gave me 10. I could have got 10.5. So yeah, that's it for me.
Anybody else have
I'll throw another one out there. For Matt's New England Patriots, I'll throw Drake May out there. If you need a late round quarterback, he's mobile. I mean, he has a couple new shiny toys and Diggs, Travion Henderson. I mean, I feel like he's going to have a pretty good year. I mean, he did really well last year with basically nothing.
Nothing to throw.
So I think
right? Nothing.
He had no weapons last year, and
Kendrick
now
Bourne?
he's got. Shout out. But yeah, he's got two new shiny new toys, so he's got the mobility to get out of the pocket and scramble a little bit if need be. But I think he's going to have a solid year for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think they're finally starting to put the pieces in there. Since we're talking about the Patriots, let's give a shout out to their former coach about his effort he put up this weekend. Oh man, was that
first
cool.
drive was great, right? Electric.
The first drive was great. Yeah, then
Jordan was building.
Seeing Jordan and LT and all those guys up there.
Hey, TCU though, we should have known, right? TCU's. They don't mess around.
Yeah, Sonny's a decent coach. They have a decent team too, and it's tough. College football takes a little while to get your team ready, but still, that was an embarrassment. Again, it's one of those ESPN hype things where they're hyping them up like they've already won everything. They did that to Colorado with Deion's first year. Remember that? They acted like Colorado was going to win the championship. They acted like Arch Manning was going to win the Heisman this year. First game.
He's still like top 3 betting favorites. Arch Manning. Ohio State has a great defense.
Yeah, they do. I just don't. I don't see it. I think if he was that great of a player, he wouldn't have stood behind Ewers for 2 years. They would have brought him up earlier. There's something that they weren't showing us there. I think he's fine, but I don't think he's Heisman guy right yet. All right, fellas, let's have a good evening. Let's win some money this weekend on all the sports.
Just follow all your bets, college-wise.
Well, I don't know. Hopefully, a little pressure right now, but yeah, I need to make some money this weekend on that one too. Got to pay for some dues. So pay for all my fantasy bets and
pay for your fantasy dues. Charlie's semester
food bills, his barbecue bills, all that stuff. Yeah,
list goes on and on.
It does. All right, everybody, have a good evening. Everybody out there, hit a subscribe, get us some likes on the IG on YouTube. Let's
see you guys next time.
Spotify.
All right, later.